So this stuff is great. It's already sliced for you, and Regal smoked salmon is tasty. You're going to need some creme fraiche, some lemon zest, some chives, and for the Salsa Verde, you're going to use basil, mint, parsley, capers, anchovies, and bread. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to stuff the slices of smoked salmon. So what we need is 4 little, you can use cups, anything that's kind of relatively small. It's an entree size, so you don't want to serve too much. But you want it big enough, or actually small enough, so that you can fit a slice of smoked salmon, and then you can stuff it, you know? So pick out 4 big slices of smoked salmon. So we're going to line the 4 cups with Glad wrap first. This will make it easier to get the cushion out once it's set in the fridge. Just lie your square of cling film out. Grab your biggest pieces of smoked salmon and lay that in the middle. So once you have that little square that's big enough to cover the inside of the mould, just tidy that up. Just going to grab that and sit that into the mould, like so, and just carefully push it in. The salmon is quite delicate, so don't, you know, be too hard on it, you know. You want it to look good. Obviously, this is for the Cheats gourmet dinner. OK, so once we have lined the moulds for the cushions, we're going to get ready the stuffing. So for the stuffing for these cushions, we're going to take some diced smoked salmon, and dice that up quite finely, and add the lemon zest, the chives, and the creme fraiche. And you'll need about 200 grams of sliced smoked salmon, and just lightly run your knife through it. So once the smoked salmon is all chopped up, place that in the bowl and prepare your other ingredients. Now that will take in approximately 2 spoons of creme fraiche. This is just going to help bind the whole ingredients and give it that creamy texture. Into that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chopped chives, which go very well with smoked salmon. We're going to just take the zest of 1 lemon, some freshly ground pepper, cracked black pepper. So in the bowl, just divide what you have there into 4, and a spoonful of that back into the moulds. And then what we're going to do is just close up the whole little parcel and refrigerate it so it sets it. So that when you do take it out, it's a nice firm pillow. And these are good, actually. These will last. You could do these actually a day in advance, to be honest, and the smoked salmon will hold. All the flavours will be good. So let those refrigerate at least an hour before serving, at least. Now we're going to make the Salsa Verde. So just chop up the bread, put it in a pestle and mortar, and we're going to soak the sherry vinegar in with the bread. And you want enough sherry vinegar, which is about 2 to 3 tablespoons, so that when you squeeze it, you can feel that all the bread is actually soaked up the vinegar. So just as I'm running my knife through this, you're going to be using roughly 3 tablespoons of chopped mint, 3 tablespoons of chopped basil, and 3 tablespoons of chopped parsley. You can chop the anchovies and capers together. We're going to use 3 anchovies, but we're going to use the salted variety, which adds a great kick into the sauce itself. So we'll just chop these down together. Now, once we have all the ingredients, we're going to mush it all in, pestle and mortar, add a little bit of salt and pepper. Not too much salt. Before we add the oil, we'll add a little bit of chopped garlic. Just 1 clove should be enough. Just cut it in half. And then use the back end of your knife, so using the blunt, and you're just pushing that down into the board, so you're crushing it rather than chopping it. And then you just turn it around the other way. You know, beautifully crushed garlic with no fuss. And add that into the Salsa Verde. And just bring it all in, make sure it's all incorporated. Oh, it smells fantastic. And the bread will just mush up straight away. And add a little bit of olive oil, a bit at a time. So altogether, we'll be adding 200 millilitres of olive oil. You want the sauce to be quite thick so it can stand up on the plate. It should be well set up now. And all we're going to do is turn it out onto the plate with the Salsa Verde, garnish it with a few herbs and lemon. We have a little bit of salad. But But this is the moment of truth. Lift off the cup, peel off the smoked salmon, and you're away. Now, I always get really into the Salsa Verde. It's great, and it's lovely to eat. A nice line like that. As I say, I'm going to serve this with a little bit of rye bread, or you could use a sourdough as well, which is great. This is actually very light bread. Just set that on the side there, which marries up to be a beautiful dish. So this is Regal cold smoked salmon cushions with Salsa Verde and sliced rye bread.